Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Monday,
Monday.
March.
March 5th.
Anybody?
It's 1 week away from my birthday.
March 5th,
5th.
2018. This is MUT. 2, 1, 3. If and I could have your homework, I would be happy. Things of note, we have a test on Friday. Test on Friday. There won't be any new materials on.
Okay.
No new materials. What you'll have to do is
Take on that.
not a take-home test. You're gonna have to show up and do your part writing in 15 minutes or less. I think you.
In the off chance that our teams actually might make it till Friday, people with that band won't be here.
Well, it's
What was that?
always next year for the Jags
Michael.
and for Theory.
It's just you and I.
Oh, okay, cool. Just two people.
Let's see who I got. Low Brass taking a trip. Is that it?
Just
Yeah,
Michael.
it's just Michael and I. I thought we had another person, but.
Do we have another blow?
Dalton.
Brass. Low Brass. Dalton.
But he's not going.
That's going. That's good. There. Y'all got two bands or one band?
It's just one band.
Are the ladies and the gentlemen's playing at the same venue?
Yeah.
So we're not taking yet a separate trip. So how do we go to the NCAAs? Win the tournament? Maybe?
Yeah.
We're not going.
No. We probably won't make it to Friday, but we'll see.
I think the women will win, but the men are definitely going to lose their first game.
I don't know. Women have lost it.
Well, y'all are playing New Orleans for your first game, and we're going to beat them twice this.
I think the girls were taking it easy the last couple weeks, but then they noticed that they could win. Right.
They were ranked like number.
I know. I think they like a lot of their playbook they kept behind so they can work it out and put it into the championship. So they might actually win.
That'd be cool.
That's mine.
Dang, every single day was
Like
I hope
Alabama.
your conspiracy is proven fruitful.
It's kind of like Alabama losing the game. And just
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So they can.
the next assignment after the test on Friday is homework on Monday, which is optional. So if for some reason you had a low grade or like a 0, you might want to do this, okay? You have to do the entire piece of paper, all right? I will choose what to grade. So be very careful in that whatever I grade is going to be worth a lot. Does that make sense? Okay? Yes.
So if we choose to do it, could we on bring down?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It cannot. It will not bring your grade down. If you want to use it to replace another grade that's lower, then we'll do that. If it's a 0, we'll use this grade. Yes, Kyle.
So this is like a replacement for the 20 year then?
Exactly. We've had 5. Was this 5 that we just turned in?
Yeah.
We've had 5. I don't want to drop any homework grades this semester.
Yeah.
And I don't want to let you do them all at the end again. I would like for you, you know, to be responsible adults. I know that's a stretch. I don't really mean that. If you can work a job, you can go to school. Don't you think?
No, that's fine. I had to do a job in school, I would do it. How people do it. I only have so much self-control and willpower to go around. And I feel like it was something. Yeah, it's weird.
Did everybody understand about the optional homework?
Yes.
It's optional.
Yeah,
Did you?
I like options.
No.
Instead of on the line.
I didn't.
I don't think I did.
I'm really planning on I can go to sleep so that I get 8 hours of lunch. Yeah, okay, totally.
Right now, I'm investing
Look very Eastery.
Happy Easter.
Ooh, look what's appearing on the board. Tonicization.
Tonicization.
I cannot say that word, I swear.
Tonicization.
Tonicization. Do we know what that means? It means to tonicize a note other than the
Tonics.
Here is the optional homework. Okay. This other is a worksheet. Got that?
Wait, I didn't
They
get
got
that.
extra.
I did not.
It's on you, man. They're with you. You have to do something.
Oh, wait, we already have it? Oh, okay. No, we don't have it.
Okay, worksheet 16. Let's do a little warm up with the first one. Okay, I got a lot to do today, but I really want to focus on the second one today because it's very, very exciting and sounds like some fun. Sound like fun.
Well,
I was hiding behind the door and I looked at Buckley and say, "You're John Cena," and I went, "Are you sure about that?" He's great. He's the best.
but second one.
Wow.
Alright, I gotta teach all day. I'm not gonna teach if you're gonna talk. You can choose. If you wanna talk, I'll just do it on the board silently.
Hey, Dr. Grant, is it the worksheet 21 or 20?
No.
I'm sorry.
I have 16.
What has happened?
I was asking what worksheet it is.
The one that we're.
Oh, you're passing it out, okay. Sorry.
It got held up on the far side of the room
Yeah.
over there.
Dr. Grant.
Does anybody
Yes.
else need it?
Okay, what everyone should have, a driver's license or an ID of some sort, and 2 sheets of paper. One says MUT 213 worksheet 16. The other says something optional homework due next Monday. Okay? If you don't have those 2 things, you're lacking things.
Oh, no.
Now, worksheet 16, we're going to do that first. I will do it along with you, not instead of you. And we're going to have a contest. Okay? Voting on since tonight is the final rose on the Bachelor, we will make choices on every chord. Send one home.
I always watch the first one and the last one.
Oh, good, it's in C major,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, get to work.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the second chord's 5/6.
Yes.
Now, when I say 5/6, first thing I think of is I'm gonna double the root. That's the first thing. What I'm not gonna double is the bass.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, yes.
Is it wrong to double the G above the staff or on top of the staff?
No,
Okay.
I just feel like,
That gives you more options, maybe.
well, Actually, it's fine. I think it might even be equal. Maybe better. And actually, you could double the D too. It's just like, what do you think of first? Okay, the first thing I would think of is what I wrote down. I wouldn't have thought of what you wrote down, but I think it's just as good. But I think doubling the D is also good, but in like a third choice kind of way. Doubling the B could only occur in such rare circumstances that you're not going to do it. Okay? So maybe it just depends on what's next. Now, there is no figured base under here, is there? So, what we have to assume is that that is the root of a triad. Okay? So, how...
West.
That's borrowed, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like
That's a borrowed chord. In the natural minor, in the minor, C minor, B flat would be 7. Okay, so now how am I going to spell that chord?
Yeah, so I did, B flat D, F.
That's only no, can't do that. Why? You can't double it chromatically altered,
yeah.
no. So in this case, we don't want to double the root,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Well, I think,
If you double the fifth, you have fairly perfect.
Why would you do that?
all right,
You can
if we're gonna double the F, you can see the issues right there, right? The other thing is, let's go back to this. I don't think F is really the right note to double.
D.
I was just gonna go third.
Because you have G and G.
Cause, yeah.
Okay, now,
Soprano tenor.
Oh.
I think, therefore, I am gonna do that.
Good.
Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is this. I think that makes for the minimalist motion. 2 G's going to 2 F's is not cool. Okay? You can't have, it's not really parallel unisons, it's just unisons. Can't do that.
So if you went from the double G in the soprano to a double F in the soprano, that would also be wrong?
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, here's the thing. Which side the stem is on, if I write the same thing like this, I've now written the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, is it gonna sound different? No! This only matters in a way to kind of like make you miserable. Alright, okay, so moving on. Now, this is 406, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Could you bring?
I think
the D?
Double the F.
I'm gonna do that.
Could you bring one of the D's to the A?
No,
Okay, yeah.
that's not a note that I'm gonna double. Okay, I know it's very popular to double the bass of the first inversion chord.
What?
I just wouldn't do it.
Is it wrong?
For the second.
Depends.
So yeah, technical.
what would be the most stable note there? So if I were gonna choose something other than F to double it, it'd be C,
Yeah, that's it.
you know?
Yeah.
But I can't double C because I would have like unisons moving together again. Again, it's which side is the stem on. Okay, now, what east chord?
Flat six.
Flat six. What'd you say, flat?
Yes,
How did you?
Oh, you're right.
what am I gonna do with that?
You want to draw a square.
I know they're gonna play it all the time.
I'm a square. What note am I going to
Flat
dial?
six, flat six. A flat, yeah. Flat six.
C. C.
I play it all the time.
Yeah.
Because I can't double the A flat or the E flat. Because
They're all.
you did not double chromatic notes or altered notes. Because
It's wrong.
that would indicate key change instead of meandering. Maybe you could tell by now that this is a chromatic descent to the dominant. All right? All right, so now, a little bit trickster here because we've got a doubled F here. This may cause me, in fact, to go back and rewrite the whole thing. All right?
Great.
Okay, I just want to put that on the table. Okay, so I got an A flat, an E flat, and a C. Really?
CFA?
I guess that's what I would do. There's a kind of a cross voicey kind of thing, but it's not
He's not wrong.
that bad. It's not that bad. In keyboard style, you were gonna occasionally do that. And in vocal style, you often, it's not so much crossed as overlapped, right?
Yeah.
Overlapped. No one cares. All right, now, this says this. It doesn't say that at all. It says this. Now, what does that mean?
It's a borrowed minor five chord.
Fine. Okay, so. That's wicked weird. In almost, in a way, what would you think of that would allude to? With several things. That's the way an augmented sixth chord reacts. It's also the way what kind of cadence reacts. And the Phrygian half cadence reacts that way in the bass. But we're going to something different. So I'm thinking this needs to go to the B flat.
Sure.
Okay, so this could go to this, and that could go to that. That is the wrong note. That is gonna go to that. Now, we're not gonna have any directs or anything like this. This is parallel thirds. This is parallel fifths. No, it's not, is it?
No.
It's not. It's not. Okay, now, what is this chord?
That is your Neapolitan.
That is true. So, what do I want to double? I want to double the bass, but I don't want to double it with the soprano because that would be parallel true?
Sure.
Okay, now, this is gonna wanna go to, oops. Remember, to altered tone to altered tone.
Yeah.
And to have this carry through, we would need to flat 3 it again there, without a change. Change. Something like that. I think you're gonna like the way you look when you hear this. You're gonna like the way you look.
Or maybe about
Neighbor 6/4. But we'll start with that chord too. All right, a little bit of a glare on the board. Good thing I practiced this. I put an E flat in there and that was a lie. Okay, what does this chord here mean?
Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
Use theory concepts.
Move to the dominant to the constant.
It's incomplete.
What are you looking for?
It's exactly that. How do you describe a 5/7 chord? It's incomplete as a leading tone in the soprano. Yes, and that. I think y'all did really well on that. Let's play it one more time because it's a little ambiguous. Tell me. This is where it gets all simply dandy. There you go. Play it. It almost feels like you're in C minor. There's so many borrowed chords there. Any questions about that and the magic of chromaticism in 19th century 4-part keyboard style writing? We've gone past late 18th century style now, and we're happening. Oh, look how much time we have. Let's do the next one. This one is one of my favorites, and I want you to know, after a year of calling you slow and backward and behind, we're ahead of where we need to be.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you've part-written yourselves a bunch. If you actually did all the assignments and things in class that I have given you, you've done way more than most people ever will in a college theory class. If you're not an exceptional part writer when you leave my class, it's not gonna happen for you. Or maybe another teacher. It might work. It could happen. Now, isn't that gonna be fun? The other thing I would like for a person to be able to do is to do the figured bass on all of this stuff too. What? No, that's not what I meant. Realize the figured bass at the keyboard. Okay? Have we been practicing all our keyboard style examples? Because if you played them before you turned them in, it's likely you would see mistakes that you don't see when you're looking in there. If it sounds weird, it's probably weird, you know? Are we working now? First chord is 5/7. Okay, let me give you a little hint. If the tenor and the alto are not at half notes, only the soprano moves. Okay? So in this case, we're gonna double chromatically altered tone. Okay? The correct second note is an F sharp. Dig? Ooh, doggy. This is gonna be so much fun. All right, do your work. That's what we're doing now. Y'all can chat during wind ensemble. We get here, it's hopefully, I wonder if I'm even recording this.
Looks like it.
Okay, I'm about to erase this, but what do you think of the counterpoint? I'll show you. 4. 4. Doing emojis.
Oh, wow.
Was I bad at it? I'll go through it again.
No, you did good.
Yeah.
And then there's a heart, and then there's a surprise face.
Wait, what's the second? I thought it was chocolate for so long.
I heard the Emoji Movie got the Razzie of the Year, like worst movie of the year.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It was pretty
Did anybody see the Emoji Movie?
It was
Watching on
okay.
flame
Why would
views of
you
it.
waste your time?
I don't know. I mean, I waste my time like constantly.
Like right now. It made me laugh, unfortunately.
No, I'm getting engaged.
It's still terrible.
This is what I live for. Every morning when they hit me with the adrenaline, get the heart started. Give me some counterpoint. Give me some part writing. Okay, so the first measure was fairly easy, right?
Sure.
Now, what really makes this kind of fun in a theory kind of way is that we're starting on 5/7, but we don't resolve the 5/7 until we get all the way through the little whatever we're doing here. So here we're going to G. Now, what's gonna happen here is that naturally we would want to go to a 1-6-4 there, right? But we're not. Okay, so let's kind of think about what we are doing. We are making this go down to the E. Okay, so that's a real thing. That has been the satisfaction of this note against this note has happened there. Okay, so what else happens here that is super fun is that these notes just stay there. Wow. And this note goes unto there. Go ye there unto there. Now, yes?
I thought you couldn't double it chromatically alternate the second chord.
Well, if we're rolling the tape back, I think I said, this is different because we're gonna double this chromatically altered note. Okay? You remember that part? Okay, there is no other thing to do there.
Okay.
And the point is, if I might suggest here, is that this is going chromatic this way, and this is going chromatic this way, and it's gonna... Okay, to make the theory point that you're asking, when may part writing rules be overlooked or overcome is when a linear operation is in place. This, like, what's a linear operation? A sequence. Okay, so you can break some of the obvious rules because of a sequence. And we're going to break the rules here because of a linear thing. We're going in contrary chromatic motion, and that's what's driving the part writing as opposed to our basic voice leading patterns. So, that was the correct explanation, Jared, as opposed to how I said that? Okay. All right. Now, looky cheer. Now, here, what's happening here is we're going to get into some keyboard style issues here pretty quick, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are. So what does our part writing say here? It says 6/4. Now we've already determined that maybe we could double an altered note, but maybe we couldn't. So 64 here is B and A.
What?
Woo!
It's
Yes.
7 of
What's the /4?
G chord.
G corp? Okay. That, no, the 6 is what?
B. It's 7 of
6 is B.
Yeah, it's 7 of 6.
Great. What's the /4?
G
G
sharp.
sharp?
Which we already had
Yes,
on top.
Ah,
it's A flat minor is spelled differently.
It's just the 7 of 6.
G sharp.
okay, we'll leave the G sharp here. That's normally what we would be a doubling. But I'm a little reluctant to do that, so for now, I'm going to do that. Okay? Just for now. I may do something else in a later time. Now, /4. Oh,
Yeah.
now I remember what's happening here. My bad. Here, we're going to double the bass with the D sharp. I know. So what's happening here, you're going to figure out in just a minute. This is a courtesy to you. Now, we go to the D natural, and this is a /4 too. So what's /4 is again the G sharp with again a courtesy accidental. So what I'm thinking is now is the time for chromaticism in the alto to the tune of the praise band song. Right? Looky there, isn't that the coolest thing ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we are so polite. Yes.
Can we make the G sharp and the B dotted half notes?
Yes, that would be excellent. I'm not gonna do it right this moment, but that would be super fun. Actually, it seems so fun that I'm gonna have to do it. It seems so fun that I'm gonna have to do it. All right. I got what this note was. D.
Yeah.
You couldn't string together two different equations.
I'm gonna switch back to lowercase. That's not what that means. Now everyone's confused again. What did he mean? I switched the stemming there. Probably. That's shit. I'm sorry. Probably that's not right. I'd probably do that instead. It's awkward, but I like it. It's a theory word in German. Okay. Now we have a flatted D. Now this looks like the funnest note heretofore. Slash 600 and minus 5. All right, so let's determine where all of this is going. This is going down like it should.
Is that the German sense of that flat?
I'm not gonna worry about that so much. I'm gonna put a B here though, right?
Yes.
Just to be polite. And now I need a flat 5. That's gonna be an A flat. Seems like we could just do that, right?
That's the same thing.
Okay. Now we still need another note. That appears to be German, so, and also this would make sense that this would get to there, right? Are y'all having fun yet? Because I love this.
I'm very confused right
Yeah, the-
B slash, wait, so the B being natural instead of slash, is that again breaking the rules for the linear?
Time out. The B is natural because of the key signature.
I thought like the slash 6 meant erase B.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That seems to be an issue, doesn't it?
I just thought we were doing the same thing as with the F sharp. Something that wasn't written in things.
I think you're correct. That would tend to seem to make the slash 6 a C, B sharp, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sap this, I don't think that's right. I think whoever wrote this probably was drunk. Did you write this? If you see it in this class, I did it. All right, here we go. That makes sense to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, though, we need other notes. And I'm thinking I've got some issues because if the A flat goes to G, I've got parallel fifths, don't I?
Sure.
Mhm. Yep. Wait,
You just have
I'm being a dummy. My bad. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. That was dumb. Okay, now we got a fully demented 7th chord here on a B. Look at that beautiful chromaticism around the tonic. I love it. Love it. Okay, we're gonna play this both ways with a B sharp. And I don't, never mind. Okay, now, flat 7 is what? An A flat?
A flat.
Not good.
A flat? Wait a second. Wouldn't that be a B flat?
Flat 3 would be D flat, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Let's put it there. That is one weird looking chord. Anybody know what it is yet? I don't either.
Flat seven.
Just.
Well,
That's flat seven. Okay.
we'll talk about that if all of this works out, like, and we make sure it's not some kind of horrible mistake. Always potential for life-threatening counterpoint issues. Okay, we keep our A flat there, B flat. I think we just do that, don't we? That looks so fun.
Yeah,
Now, this would be a natural, and that would be that, yes?
yes.
And then, oops, somebody's drinking again. Okay, what is a flat 2? That would be a B flat.
Yeah.
What else we got? A faux
D and F.
D and F.
Yes.
How about that? That's convenient. Okay, that's probably the coolest thing we've done all year.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so the question is, this really /6?
Let's play.
Okay.
Really here.
Aren't you guys supposed to be?
Good luck.
Okay. And then we're gonna do a Roman numeral analysis.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Did everybody get up a little early this morning to do their yoga exercises?
Yes.
It's time to start.
1,000.
It takes a long time to get good at it, so the sooner you start, the better you are. Amy Watson's greatest performance.
Maybe one more time.
I've heard worse in recital class. I have. Anybody playing in recital class today, Victoria?
No,
No.
no.
Trevor,
Yeah.
what are you playing?
You'll see.
Huh? Are we having 87 percussionists today, or just?
No, just one.
Did Dr. Rivera practice his Max MSP piece yet? It's gonna be on next week's recital. It's processed with the computer. Are you guys playing that?
No. We're playing on the recital, or at least I am, but.
He's doing some real-time music, meaning like the vibraphone is being picked up by microphones, being processed in real time by the computer, and spit out through the PA.
Oh, yeah, that's next Monday.
It's called real-time processing. I thought that was,
It's next Wednesday.
oh, it's not this week. Lewis's recital is something else. Then next week,
It's professional.
and that's when you're doing the multi-handed vibraphone piece?
Oh, yeah, blindnesses, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about.
All right, one more time. I'm gonna repeat all the notes so we hear the chords. Something must be wrong. Is that a flat or a natural?